Hey readers, it's me Bookish Haley. Hi. Today I'm bringing you my 2024 reading goals and I'm spilling the tea on what I devoured in January and my future reads in February. So grab your favorite bookmark, snuggle up, and let's dive right in to our read. Mwah.
I just want to make a quick disclaimer real quick that reading is a hobby, it's supposed to be for fun, and that we should never compare each other's goals and what we actually do, because it's all a hobby that we love to do and love to enjoy and talk about, and it just ruins the fun of it if we just start comparing and doubting ourselves on our goals. And even if we didn't reach our goals by the end of the year, that it's okay and everything's gonna be fine, and that it's supposed to be fun, okay?
So I just wanted to say that real quick, just in case I don't reach my reading goals, so I'm not disappointed by 2025. So for 2024, I set my reading goal for 85 books. I don't think I've read 85 books in a year. Y'all, I'm insane for setting this goal so high. I wanted a high number, which wasn't 100, and then not a low number that wasn't like 50 or something, because I felt like I could read way more than 50, but not 100 books. So I settled in a little in between of 85. Granted, I read books kind of fast, so I feel like 85 was a good number to start with, but I don't know, I do get busy a lot and I do have a full-time job, so we're gonna need to see how this plays out during the year. So by the end of January, I have read 10 books, guys. 10 books in 31 days. That is insane. And these weren't like little 300 book pages. These are 600 book pages that I have finished in January. Y'all, I'm insane. I'm insane. Like, I can't, like, how am I doing this? And when did I fit in the time to read all these books? I don't know how. But I can't even find time to do my laundries, my clothes, my anything. So I'm gonna start off with my 4-star reads of January. To start us off is Kate Roberts. Y'all, I love this book so much. It just wasn't all the way there for me. The world building was a little bit off, so I couldn't really connect to the characters, and there was just some modern references that I think just didn't belong into a world of Olympus. If you couldn't guess by the title, it's about Greek gods and like Zeus and all that stuff. This follows the story of Hades and his love interest, Persephone. Y'all know what I mean. Y'all basically know the story, but this is a modern telling, a smutty telling of this book, of that story. And I did love the emotion, her writing, I love it. It's just like the world building was just not there for me, and that's why I gave it a 4 stars. The next 4 stars I gave actually started in 2023 with A Court of Thorns and Roses. I love this book, but like many others, I had to give it 4 stars. This follows the story of a girl named Farah and how she got immersed in the world of high fae and mystical creatures. Basically, this book is an adaptation of Beauty and the Beast, which I loved, but it just, once again, wasn't there. The ending wasn't there for me, and I still simply adore this book because it led to another 5-star read in this series, but I just had to start off with A Court of Thorns and Roses because my next book I'm gonna say was also 4 stars, which was A Court of Wings and Ruins. I couldn't get through this, guys. I finished it all of this, but it was very difficult. This book is just so heavy, it's so long, and it's about a lot of boring stuff as well, because this follows along with The Court of Thorns and Roses, and there's lots of fighting in this one. I just don't have interest in that. I have interest in romance, so it gave a little bit of that. I gave it actually some pretty good scenes, some spicy scenes that were really good. That's the part I love. That's why I gave it a 4 star. But like just the in between of all of this was just a lot. I just couldn't get through it. And the last in the series I got a 4 stars was A Court of Frost and Starlight. I don't know why this book gets so much hate on the internet, I freaking love this book. It's so cute and it's so fun and it's so short. It's a nice palette cleanser between this book and the next book in the series, and it's just so cute and you get to learn a lot about other characters. But it did give it 4 stars because it just didn't give enough. There were some scenes where I was like, okay, Anne, what's next? I need more. Which we're gonna get in the next book, but it just wasn't in this book, so that's why it got 4 stars. Next is another series read, which is the Saltacious Players Club, and I love this series, but the second book in the series got a 4 stars. This book is called Eyes on Me, and it followed one of the main guys that run the company, Saltacious Club, sorry, and it's not everybody's cup of tea. It's gonna say that. It does involve romance between family members, which I don't mind. That's not the reason I gave it 4 stars. But I just want to give that heads up that the series is a bit a lot, for some, but it was so good. I loved it so much, but I just kept on comparing it to the first one, and the first one is just so good. So that's why I gave it a 4 stars. Next up is also in the series, which is Give Me More. Give Me More was interesting. I didn't think we were going to get something about these characters, but we did. We got a lot from these characters. They gave a lot. They gave a lot. This book involves a romance of 3 people, and it was a lot. Emotionally, physically, I don't know. It was a lot. I couldn't really get into it. Not really my cup of tea with the writing and stuff, and like the storyline. I just didn't really get into. This might change into a 3 stars, but I gave it 4 stars because it wasn't a bad story, and I did love the characters. I couldn't fully commit to the story. Like I would need to take breaks from it. Like I took a week-long break from it because I couldn't. I did not want to finish it. I did not, to be honest. I probably should give it 3 stars, but I'm gonna give it 4 for now. Might change later. The last 4 stars in January was a series that I'm restarting, which is the King of Wrath series. I read this book last year, I think, or the year before, and I also gave it 4.5 stars. I actually really love this story, but I bumped it down to 4 because I don't know why I bumped it down to 4. I feel like it just deserved a 4 stars than a 4.5 because it wasn't like my second time reading, it just didn't give like the first time reading, and I felt like a bit of the story was a little weird at some point. It follows an arranged marriage of a billionaire, grumpy sunshine. Well, she's not really sunshine. She kind of a brat, but but it's a cute story, and I will forever recommend this. But yeah, just gave it 4 stars. Now we're going into the 5 stars. So we're gonna go back with Cetaceous Players, and we're gonna go to the first book in the series called Praise. I really need to like get the hardcover of this, but I just keep delaying it. But it's so good, and I just love it so much. It follows the CEO of the company, Cetaceous Club, and it's about a dad's son's ex, and him together, and it's so good, and it's so complex, and I love it so much, and it's just so good. It's just look at this, love it. If you talk bad about this, but I'm gonna fight you. But yeah, read it for yourself. Thank you, Summer, for recommending it. Love you. And to follow more into that like more darker romance, muddier romance, we have my favorite book of all time. I saw it on the shelf and I was like, ooh, should I get this? Should I not? I literally just bought it too. And I was like, should I get this? Should I not? You know, it's kind of expensive because it's a hardcover. And I'm like, should I? But then I read it and I was like, I would really like this. And I did.
Gothicana.
Y'all, I read this. I had to get it. Tales of a Dark Romance. And it's dark. It's dark. And it does have trigger warnings. And this is the author's note about trigger warnings and all this stuff. It's not for the faint of heart because it does go into deep topics. But like, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. It's so pretty. Like, look at the freaking art on the inside. And look how each chapter like ends and how it begins. Like, it has like a quote every time, and it's so good, so pretty. I could not put this down. It literally took me 3 days to read all of this. It's so good. I just so recommend it. It follows a teacher and a student in this weird castle university, and there's just weird stuff happening in the castle about like death and stuff. So they try to like survive it, and it's romance, so 5 stars, recommend. Then we're gonna hop back into A Court of Thorns and Roses with A Court of Mist and Fury. This is a 5-star read, like everybody gives it. It's so good, it's so beautiful, it's so well written, and it's just so much goodness. And you really needed to get through A Court of Thorns and Roses to get to this book, because this book was just mind altering, chemical changing. It's just, this sets you off into a bliss of everything. Like, you just want to read everything because after this book. And they're not lying, there is a spicy scene called at chapter 55. Miss Sarah J. Maas. Miss Sarah J. Maas. So this follows Feyre from the Court of Thorns and Roses and how she deals with this new bargain she's made from the first one. And it just follows that basically. Spice. It's not smut, it's spice. Good spice. So recommend Sarah 8-up. And then we're on our last read of January, and it is the cutest book ever, and I literally couldn't put it down. I literally had to go on audiobook and listen to it while I was working, doing the dishes. Miss Allie ate this up. Like, it's such a cute little short read, and it follows this girl named Mallory and how she fell out of chess and how she got back into chess and how she fell in love with chess. It's just such a cute book, and I could not put this down, and it's just written so well, and you just feel like you are Mallory in the middle of a chess battle, and it's so good. It makes you want to do chess after this. I'm not gonna do it because I know I'm gonna suck at it, but I really wanted to do it right after this. This is like probably one of my top reads of the whole year so far. Like, this is probably gonna be my top later on in like December. Like, this is so good. Okay, so now that we calmed down from our first reads of January, I'm gonna go into my current reads at the moment, which is one book at the moment because I just finished Gothathinka, so this is my only book I'm reading right now. This is A King of Pride, which follows A King of Wrath. It does go into a second character from the first book, and it doesn't follow the first couple, though they are mentioned in here. It follows Kai and Isabel, which I'm trying to get into it. She's an author, he's a wannabe CEO, so I'm trying to get into it, but it's kind of hard. But you know, they have a lot of banter and very intense moments so far, so I'm gonna push through and I'm gonna get to King of Greed. So let's get started into what I want to read. I don't think I'm gonna get through all this because February is a little bit shorter and it's only 29 days this year, so I don't know if I'm gonna finish everything, but this is what I hope to. I do go into surgery, so I'm gonna be off work, and I took off Valentine's Day. So this is my want to read list. And this isn't even counting like anything on Kindle or audiobook. So yeah, let's run right through this. I want to read Powerless. I'm going to read A Court of Silver Flames, and I'm gonna get a review about A Court of Thrones and Roses like series, like overall review video, so just watch out for that. King of Greed, gonna get through this. I just picked up that I saw on Book Talk and on Haley Phams. I don't know how to say her last name. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. It's also like midnight, so I'm a little bit tired. But The Perfect Marriage, I want to get into this. It looks really cute, so yeah. Not cute. It's about murder, so I don't know about cute, but this one's cute. I read the first book that is similar like this by the same author, Rachel. See You Yesterday. So I just know it's gonna be cute and a cute read. Like everything here is a pretty. I'm a liar because look what is next. I'm a liar. I want to read Fourth Wing. At least start it, and then at least if I get through this, I want to at least start Iron Flame. Because I want to catch up to rest of Bookstagram and Book Talk. So this is the only way I can. So yeah, but I don't even know how to say this. Rise and Top, another bargain book. So you know how I like my little bargain books. And then Cruel Prince, which people really love this, but I saw that there was like no spice in this, or very little spice, so I don't know if I'm gonna like it, but I don't know. Some of these are a definite start and next month. Yeah, this is my January top 5 and my January reads and my 2024 goals. I hope this video inspired you to just dive into a book and just start reading out of fun and just enjoy this hobby of ours that we all love and share. I want to hear your 5-star reads of January and what your 2024 reading goals look like, so comment that down below. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button and like it. I'm trying to get this started, so I'm trying to get more consistent and all this stuff. And make sure y'all follow my Instagram. I'm gonna have it right here. I have all my book content there. I have it started there, so make sure y'all go follow that if you want updated reads, just quick updated stuff, and lots of fun little videos on there as well. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I'll see y'all next time. Good night, readers.